The power went off earlier today. It flickered, but he came back on. And then the air conditioner isn't working. Before it wasn't working, I decided to write a little bit, to journal a little bit, to see where I was at. And then something said, maybe you need to pull some cards. So I finally did. And I pulled cards according to my African Goddess Initiation book. I've had this book about 2 years now, I guess. 23. And the first card I pulled said level up. And so when I looked at it, the level up, it had something to do with divine timing and quantum leaping and letting go and releasing. So I wrote all these things down, and I was trying to burn the paper. I don't even know if it burned or not. The next card was resistance, and like, what are you resisting? And so I'm reading through it, and it said a whole lot of stuff. Laziness, disorganization, excuses, being unmotivated, it says counter resistance recruits your loved ones to hold you back out of their resistance. As a matter of fact, I pulled this card before, 9/23/24, and it says the name of it was Gang Sarah. This is how I show up. This is me. This is how I show up. And so when the air went out, the first thing I said to God, instead of saying, why me? I was like, what am I supposed to be learning? What lesson are you trying to teach me? I didn't take it personal, it didn't go internal, so I'm looking at it. And so the writing lesson in here was, how do other people see you? And so I feel like other people see me as not being human, not bleeding like them, not hurting, not struggling, not failing, not breaking, always having the right answer or having it all together. I don't know how other people see me. I can't see through other people's eyes. But part 2 was, how do you see yourself? And the first thing I thought of was, I see myself as a 6-year-old little girl that was being molested. Was being abandoned and rejected, unprotected. And when I see that, I see her in the corner, alone, balled up, hurting. And when I see that, I see rage. And rage wasn't a card that I pulled, but rage just happens to be next. And rage is represented by Medusa. And it says, I have a right to feel my feelings. And so the first thing I thought, I want to cut something. I want to break something. I want to smash something. I want to be mad. I want to be upset. And then I immediately said, you can't be mad because the air is out. Because you still have a home. You still, you were protected from the rain earlier. You can open the window You got the ceiling fan. You still have power. So you can't be mad. You can't be angry. You just have to swallow these feelings. And a lot of people, I've seen a lot of different stuff online lately about Medusa. And so I don't think Medusa was bad anyway. But this is Medusa represents righteous rage and judgment. Her name has come to mean an ugly monster, a woman's uncontrolled feelings. And I just had somebody tell me women move off of emotions, and I had to say, how is that true? When we eat our emotions so much and we swallow them and we stuff them and we put on this happy face and we suffer from imposter syndrome. So Medusa's uncontrolled feelings are seen as wild, ugly, and unacceptable. Medusa was violated. She was furious and heartbroken. Medusa, like many of us, was misunderstood. So nobody knows that 6-year-old that I see, she never got the apology. She never got the hug. She never got the love. But she's still trying to pour it into everybody else. She's still trying to make everybody else comfortable. She's still trying to make everybody else safe. She's still trying to do everything for everybody else. That internal rage, that 6-year-old that was never comforted or loved or safe, she turns into a people pleaser. She turns into a fixer, a hero for everybody else. And so the next card I got was, shine. So I was going through as I pulled the cards, and I was like, what am I supposed to do? And it said level up. Okay, level up. How do I do that? And then it was the resistance. Like, you resist. So you resist it. And as you work through, resisting it, you gotta put a name to it. And now I put a name, an age, a face where I was stuck at. Okay, so I'm leveling up through this resistance. And so the next one was shine. So how do you do that? How do you shine when you going through this and you carrying all of this? So how do you shine? So what's shine? I'm ready to be seen and heard. And it's crazy because I've always wanted to blend into the background. I've always wanted to disappear. I've never wanted to be seen because I didn't want anybody to see that little 6-year-old girl. You were born to shine. We need to know your name. We want to learn your dance. You will not be silenced. Be seen. Be heard. Be a movement. Mama Jerboa is revered as the goddess who shines and expresses herself through lush green forests. She also protects her devotees through new cycles and transitions. So, how do you shine? What does it mean? What does it mean to you dare to rise and shine? It starts with the courage to be seen and heard. It starts with daring to be seen and to be heard. And I I haven't pulled this card before. I don't believe I haven't wrote it down. I haven't highlighted anything in it, so it's new. Um, but it tells you to write down 10 of the most wonderful things about you. Compare yourself to something in nature. Identify yourself. Compare yourself to food. Compare yourself to an animal. What is your favorite part of your body? What are you most proud of? What's your superpower? Those are some of the things that's listed in here to do. And so next I was like, okay, shine. How do I shine? And the next card was self-sabotage. Self-sabotage is something that I am notorious for. Self-sabotage and shit. That should actually be my name. And I wish you could see the images and the illustration of these cards. They are beautiful, you know. And I want to say self-sabotage maybe one that I have pulled before, and I just don't. I don't recall where it is in the book, or even it's not. It's got self-care, self-expression, self-love, self-praise. This one. Self-sabotage. And then there was shame, scarcity, wounded healer, and fearless love. And through all of these, I got to come up with a solution. How do I fix it? So I guess I am the cry about it and then man up. So first I'm gonna cry about it, and then I'm gonna fix it. So this was my panic attack, my breakdown. And now I gotta find a solution.